Have you ever been on a call trying to sign a client, but then they ask you for testimonials or case studies and you don't have any? What happens? You freeze, you make excuses, you say that you haven't worked with clients yet. And that's good, you're being honest. But the moment that the prospect feels that you're nervous about it, you've lost the sale. And I get it. Look, we've all been there. We all had to start somewhere. Everyone started with no clients. I started with no clients. So that's why I put this video together for you. This is what I wish I had when I was trying to sign clients without case studies. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to get clients without case studies. If you're new to the channel, my name is Kay Somji. I help online coaches, consultants, and info businesses scale to 6 to 7 figures, and we've helped over 200 coaches do that successfully. Anyway, back to case studies. You don't need case studies to start getting clients. And if you think about that logically, if you did, no one would ever get clients if someone didn't have clients and they couldn't get clients. But know that you will need them at some point, and the sooner the better. And the sooner you get them and the better they are, the easier it will be for you to sign clients in the future. And let's think, why are case studies such a big deal? Well, people want to be sure that they're actually getting what they pay for. Lots of people have been burned. And to be quite honest, online nowadays, anyone can make stuff up, and a lot of people do. And I'm sure you even look for case studies and testimonials in a different capacity. You may want to know that your child's driving instructor has helped a bunch of people before, and you probably want to know that your real estate agent has sold a lot of houses before and it's not their first time. And that's also why we tend to trust word of mouth referrals from friends and family. So in general, the more proof you have, the more likely that you will get the same outcome. So it's essentially evidence, and it reasons that if it worked for them, it will work for me. Now, when you don't have case studies, it seems like it's working against you. But once you get them, it seems like it starts working for you. So when you don't have case studies, you're in this downward spiral. It's like, I don't have results, so people don't want to work with me. So I can't get case studies, so people don't want to work with me. But when it's the other way around, it turns in this upward spiral. And the more clients you get, the more clients you get. It's a beautiful place to be. And at that point, you can simply show people proof. And trust me, it is a lot easier. Now, all I really have to do is show our prospects our case studies, and they have complete confidence that we can help them. So know that you will need them eventually. I'm going to show you how to get clients without them, but you'll need them eventually. And that will act as the proof and for people to want to work with you. And the ways that I'm going to show you, you will get clients, and then those clients will become your case studies. And I'm going to give you 7 different ways to do this. So let's move on into the first method. If you don't have case studies or client testimonials, first thing you can do is use your own results. So you can be your own best case study. What have you done? What have you achieved? What have you accomplished in your niche? Have you gotten in incredible shape? Have you learned the skill you're teaching to a high level, whatever it is? Have you mastered public speaking, dating, dressing well? Maybe you've scaled your own business to 6 or 7 figures. Have you gotten, like if you're a career coach, have you gotten several high profile jobs? If you're an e-commerce coach, have you scaled e-com stores? Or even back to the real estate example, have you sold a lot of houses? Can you say like, I've sold 1,000 houses? Something like that. These are just some examples. You can apply these to any niche out there. If you've done it to a very high degree and you have the proof of your own transformation, people will trust that you can take them there too. And think about this intrinsically. Do you trust, knowledge aside, do you trust the in-shape personal trainer or the fat personal trainer? Do you trust the business person who has scaled their business and has proof, or the person who hasn't? People are going to believe that proof, even if it's only just your own. So I think in the beginning, being your own case study is one of the best things you can do. Number 2, to get some case studies, like I said, you're going to need them, but we get some clients first. You're going to take on some clients for free or for an extremely reduced rate in exchange for a testimonial. Now, I already know what you're thinking. Okay, I don't want to work for free. No, come on. I don't love the idea of working for free as well. But think about it. You got to get some people in the door so that you can showcase your expertise. So I want you to have a mental reframe around this. Instead of receiving money for your services, you're receiving a case study that can be used as marketing material to get even more money in the future. So think about that upward spiral I was talking about, and it requires a long-term mindset. Most people don't have that. Most people just say, well, I'm not going to work for free. It's up to you. But if you don't have any case studies and testimonials to go on, and you're in this for the long term, if you can play the long game and delay gratification for a couple of months, a few free clients to get case studies that will attract endless amount of people in the future is worth so much more. And another reframe as well, we have coaching businesses, consulting businesses, information businesses. We're actually very blessed. We don't have traditional overheads like rent, staff, utilities, cost of goods. So why don't you look at this as paying your dues starting out? I think that's a very powerful way to look at it. And if you do this for free, so like I said, I do recommend this, but I don't think you should just go giving freebies to everybody. That's the worst thing you can do. So it requires some kind of nuance. If you do this for free, the caveat is to make sure that you qualify people very, very well. Because when people come in free, they often don't value it, or they don't take it as seriously, or they start and they could just stop and then you're kind of screwed. But if you could sell a lot of clients, then you wouldn't be watching this video. So I do recommend taking on a limited number of free clients, qualify them heavily, make sure they're actually going to do the work, make sure they have the characteristics that make sure they will do the work, and do everything in your power that you can to get them a result in exchange for the case study. So physically, do everything in your power, go above and beyond, literally go to heaven and to hell and back, not to heaven and back, go to hell and back for these people. Do as much as you can. Treat this like your business relies on it. Do everything you can. And I have no doubt that you'll get them the result if you try that hard and work with them that closely. Ta-da, you've got your 5. You've got 5 case studies, 5 testimonials that you can use till the end of time. And now you can confidently charge and you can proudly show proof of your results. No more shying away and hiding away. People say, oh, can I see your case studies? Well, yes, you can. Here they are. Beautiful. Your confidence and conviction will go up because you will know deep down that not only have you got the result for yourself, but you can get it for other people as well. And so will the confidence and conviction of your prospects, that will also go up. And then after you've done this for free, you can start charging. You can slowly increase pricing. So you've given your 5 for free, and then you can maybe sell 5 more at 50% off. So if you want to charge 5K, you can do 5 for free and then start charging 2,500, or you can start 1,000 and move up, no rush. And then you can go up from there. And so what you've done is you've turned these free clients into your best marketing material, but you can also monetize these free clients. So if you do a good enough job, a percentage of them will want to stay on and they'll want to continue with you after you get them the result and they give you the testimonial. If you've helped somebody lose, say, 10 pounds and you've done a great job getting them to the first result, a certain number of them will want to stick. So if you say to them, hey, I've loved working with you. I think we've had a great dynamic. We got you an amazing result. Would love to see if there's a possibility that we could help you lose the other 40 pounds that you wanted to lose. All right, they already told you they wanted to lose 50 pounds. So some of them will want to work with you to get to the second result. Okay, method number 3. This one isn't talked about. I don't hear anybody talking about it. And I might be one of the only people that talks about it and one of the only people that's done it. And it's to work as a coach for another company. Seems a little bit out of the box, seems a little bit controversial, but I'll tell you why and how I did it. And so I did it by accident, and that's the reason I'm sharing it. Not really accident, but I never thought about building my own coaching business at that point. So it was back in 2018, 2019. I was doing affiliate marketing. I was doing well with it. I was making 10, 15, 20K a month. And that was part of a specific affiliate platform. And so they were looking for coaches, and I began coaching for that affiliate platform. So I was teaching their members strategies that had worked for me. And what happened was I got those clients a lot of success. I hadn't coached before that, and I was quite shocked, and I was quite proud of myself, right? I got these clients a lot of success. It felt good inside, and I got their public case studies. People were posting about me. They were tagging me with the results. They were sharing screenshots and showing the results and thanking me. So even though I didn't have to get those clients myself, I was able to get those clients to transformation, and I got those case studies. So you could do that for another coaching business. You could do that for a low cost or whatever. And so when I got those, some of those people actually helped me I should say some of those case studies helped me when I started my own coaching business because I could share them. And I actually started my coaching business when I saw how much of an impact I was able to make getting clients transformations rather than just doing the affiliate marketing for myself. And I saw how good I was at it. So Brian, Norbert, thank you very much for helping me get my start. Method number 4, guarantee. I'm not so big on guarantees nowadays because most people don't believe them. Most companies don't stick to their guarantees. But if your offer is conducive to a believable guarantee that you could actually get people the outcome, you could offer one, especially when starting out. Because if other people have case studies and proof and you don't, well, you need to have something to leverage. People will typically go where they have the least risk. So the stronger your guarantee is and the more likely they are to get success, the better. I only want you to offer this if you're sure that you can help them get the result and if you're willing to uphold the guarantee. Conversely, like if you're not that confident that you can get them the result, just simply make your offer better to where you are confident that as long as you bring on the right person, again, why I said it's so crucial to qualify them, if you bring on the right person, they will be able to. So you have conditional and unconditional guarantees. A conditional guarantee is where people have to do the work. So you get them the result conditional on the fact that they've done this many reps or this many videos or gone to the gym this many times or shown this many houses. An unconditional guarantee is where they can just say, oh, I don't like it. I want my money back for any reason. Now, when starting off, I like conditional guarantees, but you don't want to make the conditions way too ridiculous, term that they have to come and like deliver food to your house every day and jump through flaming hoops, because then they'll think that they could never actually do it. So let's say if they don't get at least 10 job interviews with your method, provided that they've filled out their cover letter the way you say, their CV or resume the way you say, and they've applied in certain ways. If they don't get at least 10 job interviews, having done everything that you prescribed, then you either continue to work with them for free until they do, or if you're super confident that your method is literally no way it would fail, then you can offer a money back guarantee. So the conditional part controls their input, because with unconditional, you can't really control what they do. And the same in most coaching. If their part was that, again, for a fitness offer, you can't control that they actually do what you say. But if you have a conditional guarantee, your part is that you have to FaceTime me from the gym every day and show you their weights, like their weight log, what they lifted, their food log, their daily weigh-in. You could be sure that they would lose weight and gain muscle. And what's nice about that is when you can actually track it that granular, you can even tell if they're cheating on their diet, right? Because any weight loss coach will know if you can track their steps, their weight log, their calories and macros and their daily weigh-ins, you can see, something doesn't seem right here, to either where they're cheating, or if they're not cheating, but something's wrong hormonally, you can pick up on it quickly and solve it so that they do get the result and you can still guarantee them the outcome. So in that scenario, you could, in theory, do a money back guarantee if you wanted. So again, I'm not a huge fan of money back, but to get the first few in the door, you show you have the confidence, then you have the proof. That's how you're going to do it with guarantees. Method number 5, confidence, conviction, and your offer. So this one is going to come down to how much confidence you have. So the reason the prospect will or won't buy is confidence, right? Confidence that they'll get the result, or the lack of confidence that they won't get the result. Those are the only two outcomes. They can get that confidence from themselves, from you, or from your offer. Since they're probably not going to have confidence themselves without your proof. If they'd seen proof in case studies, they would have confidence maybe. But right now, they're not going to have confidence from themselves. So it's going to have to come from two other places, you and your offer. Your offer, in the way that it's laid out, should convey to them step by step how it's absolutely foolproof that they couldn't get a result. So think about IKEA, okay? IKEA instructions. Anybody looks at it and they make it seem so simple that anybody can do it. Whether they can or not is besides the point, but the viewer has confidence that they could do it. Anyone looks at it and thinks, oh yeah, I could do that. So IKEA instills that belief in you. And they make you believe it because they have that basic drawing with this stupid little man and his silly little smile. And you think, oh, if this clown can do it, I can do it. Little do you know, you end up building it backwards. But that's besides the point. You believe you can do it. You have the confidence you can do it, and the confidence is in the offer as well, because you see that. Or another example, if you have a GPS system, even if you've never been somewhere, right? You have complete confidence that you will get to that destination, even if it's in a different part of town or a new city you've never been to. You have complete confidence that you will get to your destination, even if you've never been there before. That is how bulletproof you want your offer to be. Then, apart from the confidence, so the three pools, there was them, the offer, then the rest is going to come from you. So apart from the confidence in your offer, they need to get the remaining amount to push them over the edge from you. That comes from, like I said, from you, but specifically your speech, your tone, your body language, your energy, just how they feel about you. If you sound nervous and timid and you're like nervous, you've lost it. You've lost it. Even if you have the best offer, they're not going to believe it. The way you present it is very key. So you have to believe in yourself, and you need to transfer that belief to them. If you get people a big result, sell them on the worst case scenario even. So let's say you help people scale to 100 grand a month, for example. What if you told them, hey, Mr. Prospect, I know that might seem a little bit out of range. What if this only got you to 50K a month? Or you're helping people lose 40 pounds. That's where we're going to get you to, Sarah. But forget the 40 pounds for a minute. What if all we did was help you lose 20 pounds? Would that be worth it? So it's really powerful because most people oversell. You're not doing that. You're underselling the result, and that's building trust with people. You're under-promising and over-delivering, whereas most people will over-promise and under-deliver. And that's actually a good segue where I talk about the transfer of confidence and conviction. That's all sales is. Literally, sales is a transfer of emotion and a transfer of belief. You're either selling them on the fact that you can help them, or they are selling you on the fact that you can't help them. Who's going to win? Number 6, depending on your offer, you could do a performance-based agreement. So like a pay on results, or if it's B2B, if you're helping businesses get more leads, get more clients, etc., you could have them pay each time a new lead or a new sale comes in. Again, be careful with this. Be certain you can help them get the results, and make sure it's the right person. So make sure their business, or if it's a B2C, make sure it's the right person. Again, if you help them book more calls to sell their service, but if you're working with somebody who's rubbish at sales, you're just going to waste your time and make no money, and they're not going to get a result as well. So you have to, again, qualify heavily. Make sure if you're helping them book more calls, make sure they're people that actually know how to sell. So if you can get them an extra 10 calls a week and they close 3 and they close an extra 12 clients a month at 5K, bam, they're going to love you and they're going to want to continue working with you. You get the pay on results, and you can get paid after each deal comes in, for an example. And number 7, if your offer alone is not enough without the case studies to really help them pull the trigger, you could add a done for you component as a bonus. So even though you may not have a client result yet, they are at least going to get something tangible. So if you're going to build them a website, or if you're going to build them a CRM dashboard, they're at least going to get something tangible. While your competition might get them to do something on their own, you do it for them. So that could be, again, the things I mentioned, or get creative. Think about your industry. What do people want? It could be you setting up their funnel, an email autoresponder for them. Maybe you do their social media posts. So it's a bit more agency work. It's a bit of done for you, but sometimes those done for you components can work well depending on the niche you're in, and it's a great place to start. So you don't always have to do this forever, but to get some people in the door. And what do people like the least? They hate doing the stuff. People love having their lawn mowed for them, but they don't want to learn how to mow their lawn, for example, right? They love having people do things for them. So there you have it, guys. 7 ways to get high ticket clients, even if you don't have any case studies or testimonials yet. And you don't even have to use all 7. Honestly, 1 will do, or even 2. And maybe you're trying to scale your offer and you don't have those case studies yet, which is the most logical reason you'd be watching this video. Or maybe you already do, and you're just watching this because you're a go-getter and you want to try and get even better at it. Anyway, I have full trainings, scripts, and SOPs that I give to my clients to help them accomplish this 10 times faster than if they were trying to do it on their own. So there's an option to apply to work with me to help you sign up an extra 5 to 10 high-ticket clients a month. I'll leave a link below if you want to check that out. apply. If not, I don't really care. The main thing I want to do is make such in-depth videos that you can get results from just my free content alone. So go and implement that. Let me know how you get on with it in the comments. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Bye.